Hello everyone and welcome back to Midwest Horizon. My name is Bluebelly and I play simulation games. Today we are bouncing around on a an international 1466, looking pretty cool out here. If you've been watching the series, you've seen this tractor several times. We have a worker actually running this one right now. What we are going to do is address that part of the field. So I'm going to tab over and we're going to try to run this sprayer with this little 856. I say little, it's not actually a small tractor, but what I'm concerned about is whether or not it will do what we need it to do. So we've got both herbicide and liquid fertilizer here. I am going to, let me double check what this is. Yeah, so this is our herbicide we want to get first. We want to get rid of the weeds in our potato patch. And then I guess we'll go ahead and spray the grass field and we'll come switch over. Oh dear, are you serious? This doesn't fill from that? Is there something I need to hit here? Do I need to hit something to make this work? Well, what a colossal waste of money those were then. If they won't fill this. I guess we're going to have to set up store delivery down here or something. I really thought that would work. And so since it's not, I'm not sure what to do. That was one of the reasons why I had initially set up the truck to be a flatbed so that we could go get pallets of various things that we needed to run on a farm. Alright, this won't go very far, but we might as well use up the little bit we have. You don't think we can do the whole potato patch, do you? Surely not. Nah, we won't even get one whole trip down. But this, if you don't know what we're doing here, this is herbicide. We're just spraying this on to get rid of the weeds, which is why you can see the little potato plants are they're not going away, but the weeds, the actual weeds, are turning from green to that grayish brown color. That means they're dead. So even though you can't see any of those over there, we know they'll come in eventually. So when we get down to the end here, we're going to spin around and make our way back. I think it would make sense to get a sprayer truck, like a little truck and trailer that could fill this in the field for us, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what makes sense. Okay. Let me try this. Here's an idea that I have. The idea is, what if I hop out of this pickup? Well, actually, let's hop back in the pickup and let's hit X. So is that enough space back there if we have a front loader, a forklift at the store? Can we fit? Let's try it. I'm eager to see if this will work. We also need to wash our truck when we get back. Pretty bad. Because I can run the pickup out into the middle of the field to refill the sprayer. That could work. I don't recall, I don't think that there is a forklift at the store, so that's an additional expense that we might have to consider. But if we're going to have to do this periodically, could be worth it. I don't know. Maybe I should have just driven. I probably should have just driven the telehandler up here. I don't remember. Sometimes I get a forklift and I leave it up at the store. I did not on this save. Alright. But what I might do, since I'm going to be doing this anyways, is take this up, load one in the truck. Gosh, that really upsets me that these things won't load. I mean, I like based part of my build around being able to use those. Ugh. Okay, so these tanks, we might as well get the max we can back for them, if we can even sell them back. Herbicide tank, sell back. And liquid fertilizer tank, we'll sell back. Alright. So, before I get too much while I'm up there, I just want to check, because I think I have a spreader. I do. So we might use... We might... I don't know which of those would be cheaper in the long run. I'll definitely get liquid, herbicide, because we're not going to run a regular weeder. We're going to run the sprayer for that. But I don't know in terms of fertilizer if I want to get liquid or solid. Since we have that fertilizer spreader. I think I might do solid, honestly. So then the sprayer will just be for herbicide. And the spreader will just be for fertilizer. At least until we do line. But that's a whole nother conversation for another time. I really like this map. I don't know how many of you guys have played Midwest Horizon, but I'm really only showing you... I'll pull up the map here in a second, but I'm really only showing you of a small fraction of this map. So here you go. Here's the map, okay? That drive we just did that took, a minute and a half was from here to here. So multiply that by this far and by this far. So you're talking about a map that takes every bit 5 minutes just to cross, going on in a straight line. It's very impressive. So one thing I was thinking about doing is making another save in just another part of the map and use the store delivery function to have, so that I'm not having to run to the store a million times, like it seems to be the case right here. Yeah, we could buy that. And then bags of solid fertilizer. I think I can get 2 of these on the forks. Okay. So we'll try to put the herbicide on first. I don't think I have follow me on this save. Try to put this on first on the truck. I think this should fit. It'll also be, oh, cool. I was in such a rush that I didn't finish opening the tailgate. We've all had that happen though on a pickup truck where sometimes the gate gets stuck halfway inexplicably. Alright, here we go. Come on. There it is. Now I don't think it'll... Oh boy. I don't think that it will strap down there, but it's in now. X. Oh. I was hitting Z. I was like, oh no. Oh, it does strap down. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, cool. Now let's get these two coming with us. Sorry, I'm just going to use the hind end here to bump them together. Perfect. I really like this telehandler. I actually I got it, and then I hadn't really used it until this save, and oh my goodness, it's so cool. Like, I like the skid steers, I like front loaders, you know, I like all the different options, but this is very, it's just such a sleek looking machine. Okay, don't let me forget that's up here. I know I will. I'm gonna be like looking for it when I'm doing TMR or something one of these days. So, I don't know why I'm saying don't let me forget, like you guys can tell me. I mean, it's a video, not a live stream. But, while we're on the subject, if you would like to watch me play this game live, I do stream on Twitch. Right now, I've been streaming Farm Sim for the first hour of my streams. If you're watching this, you know, a year from now, maybe my schedule will be a little bit different. But I can almost guarantee I'll still be playing Farm Sim because... I mean, addiction is too strong of a word, but I'm a very big fan. Okay? We'll say that. I'm a very big fan. My content on this channel is rooted in two games that I very much like. One is Farm Sim, and one is a city builder called Banished. And, you know, if you're going to do a thing, you might as well do a thing that you like. So, my YouTube channel is based in my two most played favorite games. Alright, sorry about these potatoes, but we're going to do this real quick. That cedar should be done real soon with the grass, which will be helpful. Okay, yeah, it's loading out of this, no problem. Very interesting. Okay, here we go. And the 856 doesn't seem to have any trouble with it at all, so that's good. We're just going to have that teeny tiny little bit here on the left that's not going to get covered, and I think I'm okay with that. Sorry for all you purists out there who would never leave a half a row of potatoes herbicided, unsprayed, but I'm going to try my best here to keep this straight. And then, okay, completed the grass. Perfect. We're going to go through a good bit of this herbicide, to be honest. Sorry, I was just looking to see if the tractor was bouncing, because remember with other implements, it was bouncing. So I was just curious if it was like specific to the tractor or to the field. I'm beginning to think it's this field. No offense to the map maker. Alright. Okay, let's tend to our worker over here. So now I'm anxious about the seed fill. Because I'm pretty sure I have one of these. Look at the tires. Because I drove through the grass, I guess. So what did we say we were going to do? Not more corn. Not sunflowers. So we could do beans. Probably oats or beans makes the most sense, given our circumstances here. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do soybeans. Because I want to say that we did canola and then, oh geez, no, stop. I'm an idiot apparently. Let's try more like that. Better? Better. Hopefully it can like perceive the edge of the field there now. Um, hmm. I can't see how much is in it when I haul it with this pickup. But it's also cool to use the pickup for something a little more practical than just driving around the farm. Cap it off. Cap it off? Top it off? Wow, it didn't use much at all. Perfect. Okay, and then we will tab to this guy, just so that it's back at the farm. Sorry about all the road trips in this episode, but we don't need seed quite yet, but we will. So that might be another thing to do. Or I might activate the store delivery mod and just, because we've done this trip about 1,000 times in this series, and then the stuff would just show up. I mean, it does take a fee of money that we don't have, but that's so irritating that the filler didn't work, though. Gosh. I'm tempted to try a different one of those mods, like for seed, to see if that would load in. But one of the things that frustrates me, I know I could cheat money in, like, I mean, any farm sim player with their salt knows how to add money in. So, but you know what I'm trying to say. I hate losing money because of something that's not working quite right in the game setup. That just feels very frustrating for pretty much everyone involved. Okay, I'm going to put these here. What I'm really trying to say is, or what I should just do is just like go up with this and get 2 pallets full of seed, just like I got these 2 things of seed, and it'll be fine. I like driving this thing anyways. Could go fill this with seed. Just kidding. Alright, so we're getting our beans in. We'll go ahead and hop in the sprayer and get the hayfield herb sprayed. We're just going to go with sprayed. I'm not going to try to turn herbicide into a verb. Just get this sprayed, and then we're going to have to follow up the weed killer with fertilizer. So we'll have potatoes in, hayfield in, and then I don't know, should I do that with all 3 of the big fields? Soybeans? I probably will. I hate to do this now because it might be a little too late, but can I see that this is effective? Is there like a weed? I mean, it's not saying one way or the other. It's telling me there's potatoes in there. It's not marking anything. It's not recognizing this as a grass field, but grass is growing, so I guess we'll just have to eyeball it. It's not showing different texture over here where the spray is going, so normally it's a little bit darker when you spray, so it makes it, that's a way to see it. I may try to put this on a worker as well and come through to fertilize myself. We'll see what this does. Oh, I forgot to fix up that little spot when we were planting. Let's see what it does. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Which probably means we're wasting this herbicide. We're gonna finish this little experiment down here. I'm just gonna drive straight here. I should do a screenshot of that. But I'm just gonna follow this straight, and then when we get to the edge of the field, I'm not going to turn around and go up. So we'll have half of this hay field sprayed and half of it won't be, and that'll be a good test. We can find out once it grows in whether, if that half gets weeds, we can just spray them later, and if it doesn't, then we know we wasted half of our herbicide. Highly technical here. We're doing a highly technical experiment. Let me tell you. Very, very technical experiment. This is a double-blind test involving the finest scientists from Redneck Agriculture University. Okay, while that's folding, I'm going to hop in this. If you haven't seen this little tractor, man, this is one of my favorites. I really like the look of the tractor more than I like the performance of the mod. Is that fair? I think that's fair. I just think it looks, I don't know why. It's almost like the same way you feel when you see like a 60s or 70s American muscle car. Like, it just looks like it's designed for performance. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. Oh, this will hold all 2,000. All your 2,000 parts. One thing I'm not a big 3-point hitch guy, but one thing that I do like when I'm playing European series, I can put one of these on the front with a front 3-point, and that's pretty cool. All right, let's check out the texture here. Keep an eye on the dirt texture, and let's see if it's changing when we're driving over this. Yeah, see how that's getting darker and it's noticeable? That lets us know. Here, I'll stop. And if we check the soil composition, now it's showing us this first blue, which is what I'm concerned about, that running the weeder, like I may have just not needed to weed this field. So that might have been a waste of resources there. But here we go. We're back at it. We can fertilize the whole field. And, we've got a worker finishing up, or working on the soybeans over there. So we'll just keep at it. Got some nice older tractors doing a really good job, I think. I was a little bit frustrated with our horsepower arrangement for a bit, but I think that 1466 solved the biggest shortfall that I was dealing with. So I think we're good to go in that regard. I'm going to get down here at the end of the potato patch, and we'll be pretty good to go with these guys, with the potatoes. I'm hoping that we can use the big case on the potato digger. We can use one of these little tractors on the potato topper. So we'll go through, we'll top them all, and then we'll dig them all, and we'll give them to the pigs. And whatever doesn't fit in the pig trough right now, we will have to create some storage. I'm actually thinking about turning this little shed here into the root crop storage and shifting around some of the equipment that we might be able to fit in other places. Oh, I didn't mean to actually park in here because I still have to do the hayfield. But we'll leave it here for now. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.